All right. All right. It's freezing outside. It's like 48 degrees at the beach. It's crazy cold. Could be worse. I mean, it could be snow or something stupid, but it's it's cold outside. I'm just saying, it's very, very cold outside. And um made me think about the fact that you and I are affected by things that can get to our attitude. I mean, think about that. Um, I think that there's an ability for you and I to come to grips with the things that affect our attitude and change them. I'm going to give you the classic example of what I have found to be true. I've lived in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Washington, D.C., Florida, and all over the world traveled. And I find that in my travels, Indiana, by the way, I lived there for 4 years. And I found that in my travels, people have attitudes based on their location. We're at the beach. Everyone's happy here. Why are they happy? Why are people so smiley and engaging at the beach? Answer, because they want to be here. This is for many people a respite. Their 1 week, their weekend, their 2 week vacation, where they come to the beach and they're happy. And they are happy. And they'll smile and talk to you. Yeah, and half of them are 25% of them are three sheets to the wind because they're on vacation. That allows them to drink the hell out of life. I don't understand it, but they do. But you go to Chicago or someplace where it's freezing ass cold, and that's not the same. Not everybody wants to be there. And that affects their expressions, that affects their life with family, with business, with customers, just going shopping. It's cold, it's cold. You know what? For the most part, it's here. You just let that affect this. Why would you do that? And why wouldn't you always think of the beach and it's sunny and 75? Why wouldn't you just think that? I'm not there right now, but I can get there. Cool, it's just a plane ticket and a hotel room or an Airbnb or maybe a place. Last night there was elections. Somebody won, somebody lost. The most interesting thing to me is the people that lose blame everything except their damn selves. We lost because of this. We lost because this guy did this. Is this, dude? Lost because people voted for the other guy more than they voted for you. Maybe you sucked. Maybe they didn't perceive you as honest. Maybe they didn't perceive you as a good person. Why are you just arbitrarily blaming everything else and not taking 1 second to introspectively look? Isn't that nuts? It's unbelievable to me. And I'm a parent. You know, I don't want some school board telling me what my kid can learn and what my kid cannot learn. I'm sort of glad the parents sort of spoke up. But that's a whole other issue. I don't want to get political. I just want to bring you to an awareness of where you are and what you do. And it's not about what some jackass on the news says. It's about what we, the people, say. Well, this guy's going to win because we think he did. Bullshit. Somebody goes out and pulls a lever. And these people are trying to influence it in a way that serves them and their belief system. And then when they lose, it's all about, oh, the other guy's fault. We're perfect. It's all the other guy's fault. It's kind of funny. It's pathetically funny. They're whining, they're crying, they're all kinds of bullshit. Anyway, so I think it's time to recognize that their fallacy and their fault lies in the fact that they blame and don't take responsibility. They don't even accept responsibility. It's so much easier for them to throw shadow on somebody else rather than say, we suck. Unbelievable. Now, I'm giving a speech, as I explained earlier, to my National Speakers Association members. And I'm going to give it on how to give a speech. And I'm going to say, one of the questions, how many of you have ever had a bad audience? It's because you sucked. I had a bad audience. No, you didn't have a bad audience. You had a bad speech. And you don't accept immediately, all of the audience was bad. They didn't understand me. No, you sucked. They're not going to admit that, boy. Nobody admits that they suck. Nobody admits that they're wrong. Nobody takes an introspective look at who they are and what they want to do and are willing to fix it to make it better. That's the thing. Are you making it better? And the answer is, you're probably not. And that's sad because you should be doing something so you can win next time. Oh, well. That's all I'm saying for this morning. That's a pretty decent rant. I think you're going to see a lot of long tails as a result of this. What happened yesterday in elections. I think that finally people recognize that they have the power to speak up and do something about it. My friend, the great Joe Soto, lives in Loudoun County, and they're outraged. The parents are outraged. It's just a sad day. That's all. And when parents get that kind of crap thrown at them by the president of the United States, calling them terrorists. No, it's free speech. You're allowed to say whatever you want other than fire. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. So they now all have to shut up. Boom. So let's just see what happens. Let's see how the parents do with educating their children. I think it's an important part of life. I'm adamant, Mike. The bigger girls are grown. The grandkids are 2 of them or 3 of them are grown. So it's just a matter now of Isabel and Gabrielle. And I'll fight for them to have great education and truthful education. We'll see what happens. But I'll be in there because I know that we, the people, as part of the Declaration of Independence, isn't it? Didn't it start out that way? We, the people, in order to form a more perfect union. Just saying. So, how's your attitude this morning? Is your attitude good? Are you just hang on a second? Put a 1 in the box if you take responsibility for what happened. Put 2 in the box if you tend to blame. Not blame all the time, just tend to blame. 1, 2. I take responsibility. I tend to blame. I'll get down to it in a minute. Let me say hello to a few people. First man up, Mazda Man. Customers don't make up stories about your business. Did you create them? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's mine. That's my quote. Good morning. What lies behind it? You know, Ralph Waldo Emerson is one of the guys in the American Bible. For those of you who don't own this, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. You won't. It's unbelievable. Ingersoll, Whitman, Paine, Emerson, Lincoln, Hubbard, Franklin, Jefferson. Get it. Just see other people's perspective from 200 years ago, from 100 years ago, and see how true it is today. That's the cool part. Great morning from Colorado. Resolve to not defer or neglect to commit a good deed daily, because you will get the opportunity to repeat this day's performance. Cool. So I would have said you would not get an opportunity to repeat this day's performance unless it's been amazing. But every day is a little bit different. It's not Groundhog's Day. Rick, good morning. Hope you're well. And good morning, and Sneed, good morning, and good morning, and good morning. Hello from Bel Air, Texas, wherever that is. The gang is here. The gang is here. It's a great day in Tulsa. Cool. Now you're talking. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, I'm not saying anything about it. It's Humor Wednesday. It's Hooray Wednesday. Georgia's here. Cool. Battleground, Washington is here. Chilly, Bucks County. No, it's freezing ass cold. If it's cold here, it's freezing there. I'm just saying. Memphis is here. The islands are here. That's incredible there. Ingrid, howdy. Belgium, howdy. Mount Pleasant, howdy. The great Jen Gittimer. Well, there she goes, and she is great. These days, we need to have laser focus on what is important to reaching our goals. Kent, don't let your want for perfection become procrastination. Danielle Laporte, a friend of mine. She's smart. Yay, Virginia. There you go. Good morning. You have to want to be where you are, and if not, go where you want to be. Lana's a smart woman, by the way. She was on the Insiders Club call. We spoke for a while. Cool woman. I'm 5 miles from the beach. Boom. So in LA, what's that? Like an hour? Just saying. Agree, state of mind. Though I like the cold. Some people go, I really like the cold. I don't. I mean, I can tolerate it. It's not that big of a deal because I get to go away. I live in Charlotte where eventually it gets warm. We live at the beach where it's always temperate. Always remember the value of time, the success of perseverance, the worth of character, the power of kindness, the influence of example, and the obligation of duty. Marshall Field, retailer. Probably pals with John Wanamaker. I could only imagine that. Politicians and people who follow politics specialize in the blame game. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Second Peggy jumps in. Oh my God. Hello, Robert. Hello, Christopher. Cool. Oh my gosh. Let's see what we got here. Good evening, Toru. Cool. Morning, everyone. It is us, the voters' job, to do research to learn what they can do for that particular position. For instance, the school board, what they have to offer our kids, and then vote, not to sit back and whine because so-and-so got in, but we didn't take the time to go vote. Boom. Totally boom. Totally boom. It's easier to blame others than evaluate what the problem is with yourself. Yep. So glad everyone is waking up. Yep. Morning, Jeffrey. Good morning, Charles. How are you doing, bud? Charles Coachman, great guy. Two of the biggest deficiencies in today's society are lack of accountability and lack of respect. Can't argue with that, bub. Respect people from all over the world, no matter what their time zone. JG once wrote, want to start making an attitude change? Take attitude actions. I define attitude as the way you dedicate yourself to the way you think. Boom. God, good quote. Yep. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh, look at all these. Look at all these ones to take responsibility. Hold on, let me get back up. Here we go. Speaking of accountability, this is a great speech on how accountability and how it's affected our military leadership from Nimitz Institute. Okay, I'll think about it. Let me copy it so that I can take a look at it myself. I'll just send it to me and see what happens. Thank you for posting this, Chad. Cool. Go, send. Go. Sneak. Learned this in college. Excuses are tools of the incompetent, used to build monuments to nothingness. Those who specialize in them seldom succeed at anything. There is a sister to that quote. No statue is ever erected to a critic, but the people they criticized, many statues have gone up. Winger, Hal Wing used to say, I've upped my performance, now up yours. Cool. Outrage is PC. People are pissed off. Excuse me. Craig, good morning. Timid salesmen have skinny kids. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, can't believe he didn't win by more. Man, maybe he did. Let's just see. Good evening, Toru. It is so happy to see you here. Do you care about American elections? I wonder if anybody who's outside the shores of America really give a rat's ass about what happens here. Take the children out of school and deal with it. Homeschool. Can't argue. My wife no longer laughs at my jokes. She says I need to get some new jokes. I told her, well, maybe I need to get a new audience. Oh my God. Henny Young. Robert. Yeah. Well, listen. It is what it is. Okay, now let's look at the number ones. Wow, look at all the number ones. Holy smoking moly. One. Of people who take responsibility rather than blame. This is phenomenal. So many people. But I'll tell you, nobody's a two. Nobody's a two. Some people's idea of free speech is that they're free to say what they like, but anyone else says anything back, it's an outrage. Winston Churchill was Essex. Everyone's a one. Okay, cool. Howdy, Joaquin. Greg Need. I take too much responsibility. You know, that's an issue. Of course, I blame climate change on losing a sale. Kent, good man. That's so funny. Everyone's good daying one another. Got a good copy on eBay. Good. Take your wife's advice. She might be right. She usually is. Always one. I've never made excuses or blame, good, bad, or ugly. It's all on me. Yep. Yep, Purdue. I've learned to stop blaming myself for things outside of my control. Whoa, very insightful. Eddie is a 1. Morning from McAllen, the South Pole of Texas. Oh my God, that's so good. You will not get the opportunity to repeat today. I really need to wear my glasses when I type these quotes. That's what I meant, so I put it in there. My son and I had this very conversation last night. No excuses, just life lessons. Boom. That's exactly correct. Hello from Morgantown, West Virginia. Hello. What are excuses? The invented reasons we create to defend our behavior, to postpone taking action, or simply as a means of neglecting responsibility. Google. Geez, I wonder if they follow their own advice. Morning from Philly. Damon, good morning to you too, bud. Think we can win again on Sunday? Make today great, Tom Beal? I totally agree. I totally agree. Oops, I just skipped. Oh, well. Had a conversation with my son, who is self-employed barber, last night. He's discovering the value of differentiating his service versus competing on price alone. Bingo. Bingo. Congratulations to the Atlanta Braves. I totally agree. Their best pitcher goes out. Houston has the bats. Houston has the home field advantage. And they lose 2 games at home. Holy smokes. You think that the Eagles will beat the Chargers this weekend? I hope so. I think we can. I think we're a better team than we are on the field. I do care about election in America because it will affect our economy. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I'll tell you, Japan has been a great trade partner for us. And I think that they deserve more credit and more of our commerce. That's just my opinion. This Canadian was not impressed that last election. Oh, well. 1, there remains a huge difference between justification and rationalization. That is correct. Blame is the opposite of responsibility. That is correct. Blame is a common human reaction to negative consequences. It feels better to find fault in everybody instead of looking in the mirror. I concur. From the Little Book of Yes Attitude, page 189. Now I'm going to tell you what kind of person I am. Oh, this is really cool. I'm a very positive person, just like my dad. Hey, Zoe, you want to say hey to everybody? Okie dokie. Oh, Zoe says hi.
Hi, Zale Bear. She's excited.
Oh, yeah.
They saw a dead squirrel on the side of the road.
Oh, how nice.
Oh, yeah.
Was it living or was it dead?
It was definitely dead, and Charlie had to sniff it until I saw and pulled her away.
Good.
Also, if it's really cold out and you wear glasses, I'm convinced that it shields your face, even though there's no sun today.
So much for the weather report. Curious who complained about PC would prefer political incorrectness? I do. I prefer people to be themselves. I don't care whether it's correct or incorrect. If you're trying to adjust your speech to be like everybody else, you lose your own personality. Yep. Ignore, because politicians are pretty much idiots. Last man has said hello to you and Zoe.
Oh.
Hi, buddy. Zoe knows her name. Charlie knows her name. They all know their names. Yeah, and I don't know. I have no idea how that comes about. Is it Zoe?
It's
Or
because
is
I
it-
trained them really well. It's all me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jen's teaching them to be college graduates. And they're all going to become lawyers. All right, let's go to the Insiders Club. Tomorrow I'm taking a poll. We're going to change the name of the Insiders Club moving forward. I just want to make it more simple and call it the Sales Club. Would any of you have any objection to that? Or if you would agree to changing it to the Sales Club, put a 1 in there. Put a 1 on the butts. Sales Club works. 2, Sales Club doesn't work. And I will see you tomorrow morning on the Insiders Club at 9:59. Happy Thursday tomorrow. But today is Wisdom Wednesday. Go out and get some. And while you're there, make a sale.